Good afternoon. Today we're doing Margarete Miller's week 14. So the prompts this week are a sunset. Can you guys read that? Sorry. I took this out of a how to paint book I got at a thrift store. It's actually a sunset of Arizona, which is where I'm from originally. A pair of shoes. I chose these sandals. A crossword puzzle or sudoku. I just printed one, a small one, off of the internet because I don't actually have any crossword puzzles here right now. A floral motif from a book or a magazine. I've chosen this piece of paper. It came out of a magazine. Well, okay, a book, a collage book. So this is like the big piece of it. And I just took a little piece for what I was doing with it. And then a piece of aluminum, like from a candy wrapper. So this is mine. I cut it in half. It used to be sealed together. It had a little candy from Trader Joe's wrapped up in it. And then it said bonus, a rubber stamping. So the pattern on the background has been stamped along with the words and the sun. They've also been stamped. Okay, let's get into this. As usual, my using the old planner I got at a thrift store to put this off. Oh, I see new glue stick. This has been a very busy weekend for me. How was everyone else's weekend? I had stuff going on every day, all weekend. The one good, well, not good, because we like having our friend over. We have a friend over for dinner every every Sunday. But he is at a work conference, so he's not in town this weekend, so we did not have to do it. Which, like I said, we like seeing him, and he's one of our closest friends, but sometimes it's nice to not have an obligation. Especially on a weekend that was this busy. So, putting down my wrappers first. This one, I struggled, I think I've said that the last few though. This one I struggled a little bit with. I had a bunch of different sunsets pulled out from different magazines, but I don't know, there was something about them I didn't like, or they weren't the right size, or I was having problems with kind of where I was going with it. Story-wise, in my head, I mean. So this one worked out for me because, like I said, I'm from Arizona, so it's kind of just a story of in my head, I was taking a little walk to see the sunsets, wearing my sandals. Enjoying nature. And that's kind of where my story is this week. This one is a little boring though. I wouldn't say it's one of my, oops, did not mean to put that down first. It's not one of my better storytellings. Sorry, I'm trying to remember if I actually had this on top. No. When I laid this out earlier and planned it, I'm trying to remember what I had done exactly. And again, I should not have pushed that down because I'm going to have to lift it up in just a second. So, sorry about that, everyone. Oh, this one is, I feel like it's very purpley, and so my thought was to put this here. But I wasn't sure how I was going to fit a crossword puzzle in this week. It's just so random. But it makes a very nice, sorry. It makes a nice sort of contrast down here. To put the shoes on. It's just kind of a nice little thing to put down there. And then I planned on putting this sun up here. But yeah, we had a busy weekend. We also have been binge watching a couple of shows. Yesterday, after numerous events during our day, we watched the new Hulu show Dying for Sex with Michelle Williams, and it's not going to be for everybody, but we really enjoyed the acting, the humor, the sort of realness of it all. But I can see that some people may not enjoy the how do I put this? More the sex bits, I guess. But we thought it was really well acted and really well done by both Michelle Williams and Jenny Slate, who's in it, playing her best friend. And then last week, we started binge watching The Pit. Oh my gosh. Is anyone else watching that? That show is absolutely amazing. Also one with maybe some tougher, realistic stuff going on in it. I worked in the medical field for years, and I still had to like close my eyes because I was like, that is too realistic looking. I need to walk away from that and not see that. My husband, who usually doesn't care for medical procedures, really loves this one. So today I had it ready, and it says always take the scenic route. Did I just glue that down there? No. mean, that's about where I'm going to put it, but let's guess. Is it crooked? Of course. Everything I do is crooked. That's a little better. I don't think I got that. So yeah, there we go. Wouldn't say this was one of my more interesting ones. You see it's right on there, yeah. So to go over them again, we have a sunset, a pair of shoes, a crossword puzzle is hidden down here, a floral motif that's here. There's flower right here. You just can't see it very well. A piece of aluminum, like from a candy bar. These were wrappers from a chocolate candy from Trader Joe's. And then bonus rubber stamping. All of these things are stamped. I had considered coming in and maybe trying to put another plant here, but I don't have another plant that would match this. That's like shadowy. So I'm just kind of going to leave it for now. Call it done. Like I said, it was one of those where I was not... It helps me to have sort of a narrative for the collage, and I couldn't quite get this one until I came across the Arizona sunset in a book randomly. I was actually looking for something else, and but I was like, oh, I'll use that one, and then I can talk about hiking, and because otherwise the sunsets were just big sunsets or sunrises, you never know. But this one specifically said it was an Arizona sunset, which are one of the most beautiful in the world if you've never been there. Really light up the sky beautifully. This one's just missing the orange that's usually there. Okay, well, thanks for joining me. As always, I really appreciate anyone who watches the video. And if you are enjoying it, please like it and leave a comment if you want. Let me know what shows you're watching. I'm always on the lookout for something new to watch. All right. Take care. Have a great Sunday.